Hey there. Okay, here's the pitch. So, you're a gardener, and it's what month outside? Well, it doesn't matter, because with our product, you're going to have what you need no matter what time of year it is. What we offer is a subscription service with seasonally appropriate and regionally appropriate genetics of plants that you can start right now. So, here it is. We're coming into the month of August, and this is a great time to get started on that winter garden. You want to have some fresh greens when you're going into the fall season, the cool season. The time to start it is right now. You got to have the seeds in the ground. So this is a good time of year to plant spinach and kale, chard, beets, radish, things like that. Also peas, good time for that. So those are the kinds of things that you'd have in your subscription packet coming up for August. If you're interested in flowers, we do that as well. This is a great time of year to start perennial flowers that are going to give you blooms next year. And we also are really excited to offer some native varieties like the Echinacea purpurea, the purple coneflower, and also one of the great indigenous food crops that we have in this region, Camas comacha, which is a really beautiful small bulb that has little purple flowers that comes up in the spring. So that gives your garden a real touch of sustainability and prettiness, as well as it can be used as a food source. So that's a really cool one. We're working with some local tribal growers to source the seed for that one. That's a really neat one for us to help focus on. So that's the way it works. Is you subscribe, you pay us the monthly subscription fee, and then you get a packet with 3 to 5 packs of seeds that you can sow right then. So say you're coming into the spring, you're going to get instead fast growing things that you can plant and get started. Say it's the middle of winter. Oh, it's cold outside. There's nothing to do. You got a sunny windowsill, you got a little grow light, you're going to get tomato seeds, you're going to get pepper seeds, you're going to get the things that you can get a good jump start on. As soon as the soil warms up outside, you're going to get squash seeds, you're going to get bean seeds, you're going to get corn seeds, and you're going to grow those things out. In the spring, you're going to get fast-growing flowers, so you'll get snapdragons, and you'll get, excuse me, we'll get marigolds and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So that's the program. That's what we're going to do, is we're going to get you those seeds. Another thing that's a real problem for gardeners is that you go and you're like, it's time to plant. You go and grab your box out, and you got all your seeds from last year and the year before and the year before and the year before, and they're not viable anymore, especially things like carrots and lettuce. Those seeds, after 3-4 years, most of them are not going to germinate. They're not going to be viable anymore. So we take that care out of the picture. You don't have to worry about it. Get rid of those old seeds. Sow them thickly in the garden. See what happens with them. But if you're in this program, you're always going to have what you need to be growing a little bit of something all year round. So that's the pitch. Where did this idea come from? This came from watching one of the videos of Noah Kagan, spitting out ideas, testing ideas. One of the validation videos that he had that we were watching in class. He said, hey, a buddy of mine had this idea. And I thought, that's a great idea. I love the idea of a cyclical or a non-cyclical income that has to do with gardening, because I've been in the gardening industry a long time, and you get these big waves in the spring and then nothing happening at the end of the summer. And so this is like a year-round income revenue and a steadier thing. So I really like that idea. It's for gardeners. As I said in the pitch, it's for people that need fresh seed, and they need seed when they need it. So you got to plant what's seasonally appropriate. Otherwise, you're going to not get any results from what your efforts are. So far, to test the idea and validate the idea, I've talked to family members, I've talked to friends on Facebook, I've put out some feelers with some of the groups that I'm a part of, some of my neighbors, and I've gotten all kinds of good feedback. And I think that we're going to try and launch this summer. So that's my idea. Next steps. Right. Okay. Next steps are we are going to start making some content start posting things on Instagram. I got a channel that I'm setting up, and I've got all this equipment. I've got stuff to make content, right? I've got a good camera. Look, I got a camera, and I'm learning how to use it. I've taken photography before, but yeah, I mean, got my phone, right? You can do a lot of stuff with a phone. So, yeah, those are the next steps. I've already contacted some people that can be suppliers, and I know other people that I can reach out to. I also have a long-term goal of starting my own native plant nursery with my wife, and so that could be a source of seed as well, because we want to grow stock plants that would be mature plants eventually and produce their own seed, and so we could put that into the mix. And so yeah, the next step is laying out this plan, which I'm going to do in the action blueprint, so that you're going to have what my ideas are instead of me just rambling. And we'll go through that visual showcase too. I'll record alongside with giving you a slide deck here in a minute. So that's where I'm at. I'm ready to spin this thing up and see what I can do. I'm taking the summer quarter off, and I'm gonna do family stuff. I'm gonna move, set up a new house, and I'm gonna try and roll this thing up. I also have to work too, so that's important, and we'll talk about that later. Okay.